Hi, topic for today's blip is physiology of sleep. It is so small but interesting. In this session, we are going to discuss the types of sleeps with their characteristics and we'll see some applied points. So, here we'll define the sleep first. Sleep is unconsciousness from which the person can be aroused with sensory and other stimuli. Related or closely meaningful terminology is coma. Only the difference is from coma, the person cannot be aroused. Coma is unconsciousness, that is also unconsciousness, but from which the person cannot be aroused by sensory stimuli and other stimuli. Whereas from the sleep, the person can be aroused with sensory stimuli and other stimuli. One more term which is closely related to coma is brain death. So it is defined as irreversible loss of all functions of brain, including brainstem. And three key points in brain death is we have coma, we have absence of brainstem reflexes. That is what we will take one more slide here to see what are the brainstem reflexes which are absent in brain death. Then apnea, loss of breathing or cessation of breathing. Now we will see one slide on brainstem reflexes. Light reflexes, ocular movements which are absent in brain death, corneal reflex, jaw reflex, pharyngeal reflexes, and finally tracheal reflexes. They are all absent in the brain death and compared to the other two closely related terminology. Now we'll come back to the types of sleep with some characteristic features of each category. The number one is slow wave sleep, which is also known as NREM sleep or non-rapid eye movement sleep. The key point in this is the brain waves or EEG waves are very slow. That means the number of waves per second is very much less, so that the waves are very much slow. It has four stages that we are going to see after discussing the second category. The second category is rapid eye movement sleep, also known as REM sleep or REM sleep. The eyes undergo rapid movements. That means the ocular movements are observed because of the activity of extraocular muscles. That is what we will see in details. First, we will go back to the methodology by which we can study, categorize all these types of sleep. And this methodology is known as polysomnography or PSG. This is a multi-parametric test. That means it has many parameters to be recorded simultaneously while the person is sleeping. Now you can see we can record EEG, electroencephalogram, EOG, electrooculogram, EMG, electromyogram, ECG, electrocardiogram. All are recorded simultaneously to categorize the types as well as to identify that sleep disorders. That is the reason why polysomnography is important diagnostic tool in sleep medicine and sleep disorders. Then come back to the first category of first variety of sleep, slow wave sleep or NREM sleep or NREM sleep. We'll start with the, the predominance. This is the most sleep during each night. It is also considered as restful sleep. It is going to be the first 1 hour to 90 minutes of the sleep is NREM sleep, and then during this phase there will be decreased peripheral vascular tone. Then other parameters we'll see during slow wave sleep: decrease in vegetative functions of the body, 30% decrease in blood pressure, respiratory rate, and BMR. It is also considered as dreamless sleep when compared to the REM, which is the dreamful sleep. Now we'll take up the stages 1, 2, 3, 4. First stage is the relaxation begins and eyes are closed. EEG shows alpha waves, which are a bit frequency in terms of height. Then from stage 1 means it is lighter sleep, I can say, and the person can be aroused easily. Whereas stage 2 EEG patterns are irregular with sleep spindles. Then this stage onwards the sleep is going to get deeper and deeper, so that it is difficult to arouse the person. Stage 3 and 4 are considered deep sleep. First stage 3, if you correlate with the EEG patterns, we have delta waves that start to appear in this phase, sleep deepens, and stage 4 EEG patterns are dominated by delta waves and skeletal muscles are completely relaxed. Then we can come to the second category of the sleep, that is REM sleep, which is also known as paradoxical sleep. That is what we are going to discuss why it is paradoxical. It is also known as desynchronized because the synchronous activity of the brain electrical firing will become desynchronized during this part of the sleep. It is It is during the 5 to 30 minutes after every cycle of 90 minutes of NREM sleep. This duration is highly variable. Then other cardinal features of REM sleep include active dreaming, as I said, active muscle movements. People awaken spontaneously in the morning during an episode of REM sleep. Then muscle tone throughout the body is exceedingly depressed. Strong inhibition of spinal muscle control areas. Heart rate and respiratory rate become irregular muscle movements. Then interestingly, the brain is highly active. Overall brain metabolism increases by 20%. That is the reason it is paradoxical. Even though the person is sleeping, because of the active dreaming, the brain metabolism increases. One more reason to say it is paradoxical is that it shows EEG patterns which are similar to the wakefulness. That is, the beta rhythm can be shown during this pattern, this category of sleep. So it is the paradoxical sleep. What is the importance and purpose of the sleep restores the normal level of activity and balance among all the different parts of the CNS. And in cases of sleep deprivation, there will be prolonged wakefulness is associated with progressive malfunction of thought as well as behavior. Sometimes the person may become irritable, even psychotic also. We'll touch up some applied aspects. To start with, the sleeplessness or insomnia is the scientific name. It is chronic inability to obtain the quantity as well as quality of sleep. It is for 1 or 2 days. If you didn't get the sleep, that is not insomnia. It is for days and weeks. Then it is known as insomnia. The second applied point is sleep apnea, temporary cessation of breathing during sleep. I'm not going into details and reasons for it. Then third is narcolepsy. These things can be asked in Viva, so that we need to know the terminology with the definitions. Lapsing abruptly into sleep from the wakefulness, that is also known as uncontrolled daytime sleepiness, is narcolepsy. Then two more to complete this topic. Nocturnal enuresis is observed in children above 5 years and all. And this is what is known as bedwetting or urination during sleep. Then somnambulism, movement out of the bed or sleepwalking is known as somnambulism. So that these are the points to be remembered to give presentation for 5 marks or to present yourself in the Viva.